warned this video will contain spoilers. Paradise wastes no time plunging viewers into its high-stakes murder mystery, setting the foundation for a gripping political thriller. The show opens with Cal Bradford, a wealthy Southern-born Democrat who has just secured his second term as President of the United States. Despite his initial desire to step down, a looming global crisis forces him to remain in office. However, the real power behind his presidency appears to be Samantha Redmond, whose influence over Bradford is made increasingly evident through flashbacks and displays of unchecked authority. 3 episodes in, the mystery surrounding Bradford's murder remains tantalizingly unresolved, but a critical piece of evidence emerges: a computer locked away in his bedroom safe. Introduced in the first episode, this device is described as one of the most valuable and highly sensitive pieces of information in existence. The fact that it vanishes after Bradford's death strongly suggests that whoever orchestrated the murder knew exactly what they were looking for. Redmond, in particular, appears to be frantically searching for it, which raises further questions about her knowledge of its contents and whether Bradford's death was directly linked to it. What makes this mystery so compelling early on is that there's no single obvious suspect. In fact, those leading the investigation are among the likeliest culprits. Xavier Collins, who once respected Bradford, had grown to despise him, giving him a clear motive. Then there's Robbins, the last person known to have spent significant time with the president before his death. While she insists she has an airtight alibi, the show remains deliberately vague on the specifics. A flashback also reveals an intense argument between Bradford and Redmond, adding yet another layer of suspicion. And beyond these 3, there are the enigmatic Secret Service agents and the ever-mysterious Tarabi, all of whom have their own motivations that could tie them to the crime. Tarabi is one of the most intriguing figures in the investigation. Introduced as an expert at reading people, she was specifically chosen to determine who could enter the city, a skill that makes her uniquely suited to deciphering the truth behind Bradford's death. Her deep ties to both Bradford and Redmond make her a wild card in the investigation, raising questions about how much she actually knows. At the same time, Bradford's strained marriage with Jessica means she, too, cannot be ruled out, even if she has an alibi. The tangled web of relationships only adds to the intensity of the unfolding mystery. But the biggest question mark in Paradise right now is Billy. On the surface, he seems like just another agent, a loyal colleague to Xavier, an inattentive presence in the security detail, and someone more interested in his secret relationship with Jane Driscoll than his actual job. However, subtle clues begin to paint him in a far more sinister light. Bradford himself had been suspicious of Billy, a revelation made even more unsettling by Tarabi's cryptic warning to Xavier. Billy's actions grow increasingly suspicious as the investigation progresses. He's caught surveilling Xavier's home, monitoring his family, and seemingly positioning himself within the case in a way that suggests he knows more than he lets on. More damningly, he finds key evidence during Collins' investigation, something he could easily manipulate to cover up any involvement in the murder. With his access, his skill set, and his proximity to the crime, Billy has both the means and opportunity to have orchestrated the attack on Bradford. The question remains: is he truly the mastermind behind the crime, or is Paradise setting him up as the perfect red herring? As the mystery deepens, there's no shortage of potential suspects, each with their own secrets and motivations. But what do you think? Is Billy the real killer, or is someone else pulling the strings? Drop your theories in the comments. We'd love to hear your take on where this intense murder mystery is headed.